So, our motors are connected to our ESCs. Our ESCs are connected to our flight controller. Our camera is connected to our flight controller. Our receiver is connected to our flight controller. And our antenna wire for our VTX is connected to the VTX on the flight controller. And these two little antennas on our receiver are connected. Our wires from our battery are looking good. They're soldered on really well. All of our solder joints look great. We go through, we look for any little pieces of solder or solder balls on our flight controller. Everything looks clean. And at this point, we can actually test this out. We can turn it on and see if it works. It's not ready to fly yet, but this is the moment of truth. I've got a battery, and we're gonna go ahead and do it. As my fiance just said, if she flies, she flies. If she fries, she fries. And let's do it. Let's go ahead and see what happens. It looks pretty good from my perspective, but we have to know right now before we do this. We've spent some time on this. We've spent some money on this. That thing might cook. We don't know. Different components might cook. Our camera may just let off smoke. We just don't know what's going to happen when I do this. And when you plug in yours for the first time, it's scary as hell. Because you might ruin some things. And you might have to put in some additional orders. And you might have to get some additional parts. And you might have to do this all over again. And I want you all to know right now that that's part of building and flying drones. Ruining shit is part of the hobby. You can't throw a fit about it. You can't be a baby about it. You just accept that this is part of your hobby. If you don't like waiting for things to show up in the mail, make sure that you buy a few extra parts. This isn't a cheap hobby. And even when you wreck this thing, the first couple times you fly it, you're going to break stuff all the time. You might as well just have a few extra parts running around. I've had quads where I've spent, 2 days building them. And I go out, and on my very first flight, I hit a tree and break things. And it's just something you accept. So, you know what? Let's do it. Oh, fuck!
You okay?
Whoa. Okay, well, I don't know what fried, but something definitely fried.
Oh, no.
And it looks like all of that smoke is coming from one of my ESCs. Yeah, that was an ESC. Holy shit. Now, I hope that wasn't a flight controller going, but I can see that the wires melted almost instantly off of the this ESC. So we know what happened there. We're gonna go ahead and get another ESC on there. We're gonna wire it on, and we're gonna give it another go. So, hang tight. But that's something. I know it went up. It actually was. It went up off an ESC. I hope it was just the ESC, but I gave everyone a chance to see what it looks like if there's a problem. Yeah. So, yeah, there's like still smoke coming out of that heat shrink tubing right there. So, yeah, oops, something happened. Who knows? I don't know.
You can't be a baby about it.
Yeah, I know. You know what, boy, that went up. That melted the whole wire coming off of that ESC. Oh wow. All right, well, let's get another ESC on there and fire it up and see what happens. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I smell it now.
Oh, it stinks. It's horrible.
Spark plugs.
Oh my god. And for anyone out there who's wondering, you ruin a lot of stuff. This is the exact same flight controller in the past that fried. With this one, I forgot to attach well, it wasn't attached very well, the VTX antenna wire. But I've got flight controllers, and I've got VTXs, I've got camera boards that I burnt and broke. I've got lots of ESCs. There's a lot of broken parts, and they all smell horrible. You'll know when the blue smoke of death rises off of there that you've got problems. So, all right, let's cut away and get back to new ESC in a little bit.